What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel Ace's Place 22, where I'm Ace, and this is my Place 22, and this is another night of Ace's Thrills and Chills movie reviews. Night number 14 to be exact, and it's also very fun because it is Turtle Tuesday, which up on the channel right now, I think my camera's a little crooked. Let's see if we can adjust that. But up on my channel right now, there is a spooky version of Turtle Tuesday toy review. So check that out. I'll give you a little tease at what it is. Give you something here. Show you a little something. I don't know how well you'll see it, but if you can. That's all you get. Whether you saw that or not, could understand what it was, that's all you get. Go check it out. We're going to talk about some movies right here, right now. After you like and subscribe, there you go. You got it. We're going to talk about 3 movies that I happen to be able to sneak in today. And that is going to be the Wow. It is going to be the Amityville. Oh my God. It is going to be the Amityville Horror that came out in like 2005, 2007, 2000s. A little bit of a cult classic. The Craft, which was the late 90s. And then, The Village by M. Night Shyamalan. I haven't decided which one I want to go in depth on. I feel like I only remember certain bits of these movies. It's late. It's late for doing this video, so it'll be out a little bit later on tonight. So I watched these way earlier, and we'll go with The Village. We'll talk about The Village in depth. So these 2 movies here, we'll talk about real quick. Amityville Horror. It is a remake of, I don't know when the original one came out. Maybe it says it here on the back. I don't know. I'll read it. From Michael Bay, the producer of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, comes the true story of Amityville. In November 1974, a family of 6 was brutally murdered. Now, a year later, an unsuspecting young couple, George and Kathy Lutz, and their children move into the house that was the site of the horrific event that is haunted by the murderous presence. What follows is 28 days of unimaginable terror, with demonic visions of the dead and relentless screams of terror. This is the haunted house story that isn't just a movie. It's real. Alright, so I remember being a kid and hearing about the Amityville Horror and like the movie, the original one, and just how this place is a real place and it's scary, yada yada. It is a real place. It's been debunked throughout the years and, watered down from the movie versions to what really happened. It's a decent movie. It's all right. You just see the basic. It's kind of like the basic story of The Shining, where a guy just kind of loses his mind and everybody becomes the victim at that point. The next one we're going to talk about is this one, which is a pretty dang good movie. It's called The Craft. I remember being a very young boy and watching this movie and having all sorts of the wrong thoughts. Nothing to do with horror, everything to do with that schoolgirl look where they're all babes. I mean, come on now. Fairuza Balk, she was pretty much a babe. Had that freaky look to her. Robin Tunney, she's super hot. Nev Campbell, Rachel True, they were all pretty smoking back then. They're probably all pretty smoking now, honestly. But this is a pretty fun movie. It's about a group of girls that practice witchcraft, and a new girl moves to the school, and she is picked on and finds herself friends with these witches and kind of doesn't like certain things that they start to do, so she stands up against them, and then it's not cheesy by any means, but it becomes like a witch versus witch kind of thing. It's very freaky, very creepy at times. Definitely a little unsettling and perfect for the spooky season. Now, the one we're going to talk about a little bit in full. And it is M. Night Shyamalan's The Village. Now, this movie's pretty decent. I don't know if I want to spoil it or not completely. There's always a twist in these movies, and I'll leave it at that. You can go with what you want with it. But this movie centers around a village that takes place in the... I don't even know. Back before there was power. 1700s, 1800s. I have no idea when the time period of this movie is to be taking place or where they want you to think it takes place. But it is back when, you know, little settlers and you had to make your own little communities and what have you, and you didn't know if anything outside of what you knew even existed, you know. But outside of the woods, you were the only thing on that planet. And in this film, they have this group has this small community that the elders band together to make sure everybody stays safe. So they have rules, they have regulations, town meetings to where, hey, this is happening, we need to keep an eye on this. Thorough, right? It's very thorough. There is a couple of individuals that get the curiosity for what's beyond the woods because the stories they hear are more interesting than scary. Unfortunately for them, some of them fall into the trope of, oh, let's go look at the thing we shouldn't go look at, and, you know, fate be theirs. And it leads to some pretty good suspenseful moments, some really good acting in it. I mean, you got, I forget right now, what's her name? Bryce Dallas Howard, Joaquin Phoenix is in it. You've got Adrian Brody, Sigourney Weaver, I forget the guy's name all the time, and William Hurt. I always want to say John Hurt, but that's a different actor. William Hurt. It's a very good movie. It's very well done. The atmosphere is very creepy of being like in this old-timey setting where everything is lit by torch and candle, and it's just it's a great atmosphere for a movie like this. There are things lurking in the woods, keeping them keeping the villagers at bay to make sure they don't go out into the outside world. And when it's revealed what these things are, that's bam boom, one of the twists. There's a couple of them in there. It's a typical M. Night Shyamalan movie, but that is, like, I don't know what the biggest twist is in the movie. There's a few of them to where they're like, I didn't see that coming, definitely didn't see that coming, would never have seen that coming. And I like that quite a bit. That's what makes the movie fun and interesting, and even after you've seen it and you watch it again, you look for things that are different, especially in his films. You look for little, clues or nuances to things that maybe you didn't notice before. And it's a decent movie. It's nothing great, but it is one that I wanted to focus on apparently here. I like M. Night Shyamalan's movies. I think most of them are very good. There are a couple of, blah, 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 blah ones. But for the most part, I think he's a pretty manageable director, and his horror movies, when he sticks to like the horror elements of his things, I think he really nails it, knocks it out of the park. Signs being one of them, literally knocking it out of the park. Swing away, Meryl. But on that note, these are just my quick thoughts, quick reviews of a few movies that I got to watch today on night 14 of spooky season that I want to share with you guys this spooky season. So if you liked this video, which I know you did, comment down below on which one of these three movies have you seen, have you never seen, do you enjoy, do you not enjoy, and then that's about it. So today on the channel, though, there is a Simpsons toy review, there is a Ninja Turtle toy review, and now there is a Thrills and Chills movie review. Just like tomorrow. Stick tuned for tomorrow, and we'll see you again. So, until then. Dun 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 dun.